Hello, welcome back to Foos Entertainment. This time for my review of 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy. This is part of my direct Marvel Cinematic Universe month. This is the 3D version, and I'll show that real quick, up close. This is the 3D version of the movie, and this is one of the best 3D films I've seen. Always has been. Get a little closer. I feel kind of far away. That's better. And let's talk about 3D real quick. This is a combination between real 3D and IMAX 3D sequences within a movie, which is why it's so great. It's the fact that it does both of those things at the same time. So that reminds me is when all the boring stuff in the movie, which the movie's not really boring, but all the not so exciting stuff in the movie, the drama as it were, is in real 3D, shot with a 240x1 wide frame. When there's something exciting going on in the movie, you have a full barless IMAX widescreen frame. And the 3D is even more spectacular because it's an IMAX format. That's about how that works. And I would say really enjoyed the overall quality of the 3D. A lot of projectile effects coming out the screen. Very good use. And like I said in a video a long time ago on how to calibrate stuff for 3D, you want to be within the sweet spot of your your sitting environment, which means you actually want to measure your TV, multiply what the size is by 2, and set your scene arrangements around that. That's how you get optimized good quality where 3D comes off real good. Which is why I couldn't talk too much badness about Captain America the Winter Soldier. I could just simply say that this is not as spectacular as say something like Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 1. But now that we're done with 3D, let's go ahead and talk about the synopsis and plot of the movie. Interesting enough, although made, in my opinion, these films kind of feel like they should take place later in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They actually take place, both of the films, I might add, not just the first one, but both of the Guardians of the Galaxy films take place right before the Avengers Age of Ultron. And basically, starts out with the backstory of Quill, played by Chris Pratt, also known as the Outlaw Star-Lord. When he's a child and his mom is on her deathbed suffering from a form of cancer. And, well, his mom says her goodbyes and she dies, and has an outrage, goes outside of the hospital just to be visited by a mysterious spaceship that pretty much abducts him. And then the film takes place 26 years later. Or actually, no, we were told 16. I believe 16 years later. To where he is now grown up, now played by Chris Pratt. And we find him going into this mysterious place to retrieve this orb that's protected by a force field. And many forces try to take away from him. He gets away. He has his own little ship. We find out he's part of a faction called Ravengers, which are outlaws in the far distant universe that steal artifacts and shit. and they're feared and stuff like that. And the Ravagers are the ones that actually raised him from child into adulthood. Of course, the leader of the Ravagers is played by, wow, and I'm a fan of his movies. I forget his name at the second. Oh, Michael Rooker. Yeah, Michael Rooker. He plays the character of Yondu. Well, probably one of my favorite characters in these two movies is Yondu. But and he betrays Yondu. And then we meet, of course, Roland, the Accuser, which is our main villain in this movie. He pretty much works in league with Thanos, which we will see later in these movies. We kind of been having little hints at Thanos, but that has been fully exposed. This is the first time I actually really get to see Thanos completely exposed, played by Josh Brolin. Now, if you actually look at the end credits of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2, although Thanos is not really in Volume 2, but look at Volume 1, it does say Josh Brolin. So he's always played Thanos, which is kind of cool. And you're starting to see Thanos kind of mold into looking really good, close to the way he does look when he is the villain in Infinity War. And of course, Thanos wants Roland to get the orb because we discovered it has one of the Infinity Stones in it. I believe that would be the Space Stone that's inside that one. I forget which one it is, but it's the red one. Actually, don't take back it's the purple one. Whichever one that is. Pretty sure it's the Space Stone. And Thanos sends Gamora, played by Dr. Topleyas Uhura in the Star Trek remake trilogy. Zoe, whatever her last name is. Maybe it says it on here. Zoe Sanda Shadana. Whatever that name is. Like I said, not very good with names sometimes. You guys know what I'm talking about. And in pursuit of Quill, we meet Rocket and Groot. You're kind of bounty hunters and rebels. Rocket is pretty much an experiment of taking many different DNAs and making sort of like a humanoid-like looking raccoon. Probably the funnest character in these movies, in my opinion. Voiced by Bradley Cooper. And his sort of like tree alien, Groot, which is voiced by Vin Diesel. And they attempt to capture Quill because the Ravagers put a bounty out on him because he betrayed them. They get captured by pretty much the government and the system they were in, which is known as the Nova system. And they get imprisoned, where they go ahead and meet Drex the Destroyer, played by Dave Bautista. They make an escape. They make a deal with Gamora to go ahead and sell the orb with the Infinity Stone in it to the Collector, who we met in the post-credits sequence in Thor: The Dark World. And, well, things we got graphically wrong. And then, of course, Drex, who's obsessed with revenge of wanting to kill Roland, calls the invade forces and pretty much they crash the party. And they get the stone. And oh yeah, the henchman in the movie is actually Kamala's sister. who, for some reason, I just forgot her name. Let me think for 1 second. I'll probably be able to figure it out. Nebula. Nebula. And then Quill, of course, makes deal with the Ravagers to steal back the orb and to stop Roland from using the orb and the Infinity Stone aside to destroy and dominate the galaxy. And of course, live action and stuff like that. And then Quill gets the stone back, and he actually holds the stone, and that's where we get our first discovery that Quill is not entirely human. He's only half human. He's half human and half celestial, which of course plays out in the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And then of course they had their criminal records expunged, and they get their ship rebuilt by Nova Corps, and well, I mean, the adventure continues with the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's pretty much the plot of the movie. Now let's make it quick on the audio and video quality. Video quality, aside from the spectacularly well done 3D, this is amazing in 3D. Video quality at this one still has that warm digital thing, but I don't know, just something special about the way it looks. It kind of like displays in well. It almost like has a retro look to the picture, which is kind of cool because something that Quill does, because his mom would give him these cassette tapes. He actually has a Walkman and cassette tapes and a deck and all this stuff he listens to music on. And they're all old, like 1980s, 1970s retro great songs. You know, retro rock and roll songs and pop songs and stuff. And so the video quality of the movie just kind of goes hand in hand with that, although still being very much a warm, digital-looking movie. Definitely liked it. There's a really brilliant use of warm and neutrals. There is really no cool temperatures in this movie. It's all warm and neutral. But it's not overly dark like some movies that you know, are. Audio quality. The 7.1 DTS HD Master audio track on this movie is good. Is very good. It more than makes up for some of the really good but not entirely blasty and, you know, dramaticness of the previous three Marvel movies, which had good direction but not intense. This one's a little bit more intense, and that still has a quite good direction. But I would say that these movies are starting to lose their value in audio because I'm a guy who never wanted Disney to buy Marvel because I knew they were going to screw it up and screw with the dramatic blast levels of these movies and make them, you know, fall flat of being spectacular like they should be. But Phase 2 movies actually are pretty good. The audio quality in the Phase 2 movies are still pretty good, but it starts to lower it down a little bit after this point. But it doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, some of them are pretty good. Like, I thought that Ant-Man was good in the sound. I thought all this stuff. Now, of course, I get into all that stuff when I get to all those other movies. But yeah, overall, very good, solid 7.1 DTS HD Master audio track on this one. Good direction. And of course, this one's a science fiction-like movie, so there's a lot of good effects flying around with this one. Well, that's my views on 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy, which I definitely love this one. It's one of my favorites. It's one I often go back to on my ad. And I can't wait to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which, happily enough, I have that one in 3D as well. So I will definitely look forward to that one. Remember that one being just as good as this one. So I'll see you guys next time for my review of that movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you want to see more, just check out all the other reviews that I've done. And expect more, because I am back for a good long time now. Until next time, I'll see you.